Hey folks, Randy here doing cut and trim. So this is the mowing truck that I use. It's Dodge Ram 1500 2003, and you know, it's got the landscape bed and sorry, just realized that there was a product in the shot that I'm contractually obligated to not show. Sorry about that. But anyway, so with the landscape bed, this is the truck that I've been using for mowing, and I actually used this for my first snow removal job, and it was a disaster. The truck's a rear-wheel drive, does not have four-wheel drive, and it was just very sketchy and scary to drive in the snow, so I knew that was not going to be able to happen again. So fortunately for me, I hung on to my 1998 Dodge Dakota, and I'm using that for snow removal. Now, of course, as you can see, there's no plow on it, and forgive me, it's kind of a mess back here, but figured I would show you guys the setup. So move it back here. Everything fits in the back of the truck, and I guess the star of the show is the DR Power all-terrain mower. This thing actually accepts attachments, so it's regularly a brush hog, but you can also be a lawn mower, and has a plow attachment. And the plow attachment's great. I think it's 3 feet wide, I believe, and I've been able to push up to like a foot of snow with this, and it hasn't really had an issue. I've got these aggressive tires on there, and I haven't had any issues with slipping or anything like that. And moving around adjusting the position of the plow is very easy. It's just a matter of pulling this pin out, adjusting it, dropping the pin back in. I can switch the position in less than 10 seconds, so it's pretty easy. So that sits in the back. I have this cheapo Chapin, however you pronounce it, spreader from Home Depot. Paid 120 bucks for it. It's about what it's worth. It works, actually. It works okay. Now that I'm kind of learning and solving all the things that I did wrong, it actually works pretty well. And then we go around here. Obviously, got the metal ramps that I use for getting the tractor out, and you know, that's just kind of the controls. Safety cones, of course, and then just a regular shovel, backup shovel somebody gave me, and then this is actually called a snowcaster. At some point I'll get some footage of it, but there's video on YouTube if you just type in snowcaster, and this is a walk behind plow, and this thing is really awesome, man. I actually use this for clearing driveways and sidewalks for residential customers. For the most part, my customers' properties are so small, it doesn't make sense to break out the tractor for that. So using this for most everything, and then doing final cleanup with the smaller shovel. I'm usually in and out in less than a half hour. Let's see what else we got. Oh, so the big issue with this setup is obviously there's no place to put salt in the back of this truck. I mean, I guess you could just put it here and then settle this stuff on top, but I really want to go the extra mile to keep the salt and calcium dry. So if we go back over here, I did add this to each corner, so I can cover the whole thing with a tarp and then tie it down, and that keeps everything nice and dry and free of snow. And then the salt gets stored back here. The last storm I actually had about 600 pounds of salt and calcium combined back here. Truck handled it fine. I might be able to go as high as 800 pounds back here, but I'm not sure I would go much more than that. And honestly, I didn't need it because Let's see. I used all the calcium, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 bags of calcium salt blend. So that's what, 240 pounds. So I packed 600 pounds, used 360 of it. So 800 pounds back here I honestly might not even be necessary. And even if it is, just go back home and grab some more. And then it's just some stuff that I carry with me. So these are the gloves I like to wear when I'm running the tractor, because they provide some insulation, but they're thin so my hands don't cramp. I don't know why these gloves are here. Hat, because, you know, why not? Tire inflator, my own jumper cables, and old car battery, so my own little jump start dealie. I like wearing these gloves sometimes. These are these thicker gloves that Milwaukee makes. So they're like cheapo gloves, but they're also lined, so they're kind of warm. And then I carry a Mr. Buddy heater around, and this is just kind of my, in case Randy does something dumb. So this heater I carry with me in the event that the machine freezes and I need to like throw it under the tarp with a heater to get it unfroze. That was a big issue with my first storm, so trying to avoid it. But however, on the second storm, I kept it covered. So even though it got snowed on, it was covered and the snow wasn't getting into everything, and the machine started right up. So I think that was my problem the last time around. So but yeah, this is my 2022 snow removal setup, and there's no plow, and it's a debt-free setup, because you know that's how I do. So tractor $1,200, plow I got for $125, $120 spreader. I believe this was $90, this snowcaster, and then that shovel down there was what, 30 bucks. And then I got these ramps. They're not very nice, but I got these ramps on sale at Harbor Freight for $60. So all told, we're at what, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 bucks for the tools that are in here. And between the last 2 storms I worked, I made over 2,000 bucks. So definitely good return on investment. Oh, I think I forgot to mention the other reason I wanted to drive the Dodge Dakota is it has 4-wheel drive, and that's very important. So again, this is Randy with Doing Cut and Trim. Just wanted to show you my setup. If you've got ideas for what I can do to improve or what you think would be better, I would appreciate you letting me know. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.